urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. So let's try this again. Stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Oh, look at this play call. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
A run by Barkley, going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. On 3rd down, Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 4th down, Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Lance. And he's going to go down. near midfield at the 49. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Here's Lance. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. For it with Barkley. And some room to roam now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
The toss out to Barkley. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Giants have taken the lead.
Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. Jones throwing for it.
And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
To throw, it's Lance.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
We want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
First down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, where the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lance, he'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Room here to run. And how about that for just running out the clock? So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The pitch goes to Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
From the 24, Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Let's go now. Watch out now. Stick with Fury.
A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down. Throwing now is Lance. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lance looking to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Lance to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And Lance again going to keep it. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And a across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Again, it's Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. Barkley, inside handoff. And he is going to lose yardage here. On 4th down, Jones. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.